Just trying to prepare you guys for when we have our guests in a couple weeks. Yeah. Sun Goddess, welcome, dear. Welcome. She goes, yeah, the way the prices are nuts, whatever is on sale. No lie, bro. I probably spent on food alone for the fam like over $300, bro. That's just the food, yeah. And that was not the side dishes. That was just the main thing, like the steaks, because we had tomahawks. So we had the tomahawks, and then we had the bacalao, which is like the salted cod type stuff. Yeah, bro.
That I know.
Expensive. Yeah.
Being half Portuguese, I know exactly what that is.
Jack, what's going on? What's going on, my boy Jack? Let's go Irish. Salute to you, my brother. Arnie already with the questions, man. He comes in hot, bro. Merry Christmas, Raider Nation. Going for 3 straight wins. Pick number 10. Other than the QB, who do you like? Well, you know, we'll get to that. We'll get to that because this week's matchup is against the Saints. And I don't know about y'all, but y'all remember when the schedule came out? This one was like such a big deal, right? It was one of the ones we all highlighted.
A circle game.
Yeah, one you circled. I remember even making a big deal about me wanting to go to that game. Especially because of my last experience in New Orleans. We got our ass whooped. That was the one where DC was our quarterback and we didn't show up.
Oh, we didn't pass the fucking 50-yard line to like the third quarter or some shit.
Yeah, and that was when City came in.
Yeah. God.
So that was one that I was really looking forward to. But now it's kind of like it's lost that luster, you know. Even like they're asking me what are we gonna do? What are we gonna go watch the game on Sunday? I'm like, just usual spot, no big deal. Like it's nothing like how I thought it was gonna be. Maybe primarily because we're unsure, but more than likely, Carr's not gonna play. Right? That's the consensus. I know reports came out today that maybe, but you know, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, man, how y'all feeling about this game versus the Saints?
I don't know, man. I still say it's 50-50 toss-up. Mind you, fucking
we're favored, right?
Monday night. After Monday night, the fucking shellacking they got from the Packers, I would think we're favored and shit, you know. And then we had a good performance. Well, we had a pretty decent performance against the Jaguars. Good performance, better than usual. I like it. You know,
this is only like the third game this season we've been favored. I think.
I don't even think there's any doubt in this game. I think we're just gonna go in and blow the doors off and run right.
Do you really?
Yeah. After what I saw Monday night, yeah.
I don't know what's going on with the Saints.
Our team was in bad or in disarray. That team is. They've got no head coach. They've got an interim head coach. They got no main running back. They're working on a second quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
They gave up their best defensive player to the Redskins.
Yeah.
So I think it's a no-brainer. This is going to be like a go-off game for Brock Bowers. I think you're going to see him just light it up. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes away from this with a 14-catch game.
14 catch, that would be a huge game.
He's already done it once this year. I can see him doing that in this game. I think he's just going to – the whole team's just going to go off on them. Even our defense. I think our defense is going to eat their offense.
Yeah. If Carr doesn't play and Kamara doesn't play.
I'm worried on their defense, on their offense would be because the tight ends kill us is their fucking what's his name? Their little utility knife tight end, the one that plays quarterback also.
He's not gonna play either, I don't think.
He's not playing either?
Taysom Hill, yeah.
He's been on IR.
Taysom Hill, no. That dude's been injured for weeks, bro.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, he's on IR. Yeah, he's on IR.
Damn. So how you feel about this game, Nathan?
They got no threats on offense.
Yeah, like everybody's saying that everybody is injured for the Saints right now. Carr's out, Kamara's out, Hill's out. Literally basically that's their whole offense, and they have no Olave still, I think. It's bad for the Saints right now. The fact that
this is one of those typical games where they're so bad, but yet we can still go in there and lose to them.
Oh, of course, because the Raiders are just as injured and playing just as bad recently. So
that's not luck.
Yeah, honestly, it would be definitely our luck to go in there, expecting a win and then to come
Right.
out with a loss.
Mhm.
It's like the Raiders always do the opposite of what everybody expects. So it's like,
Yeah,
all right.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because I even remember the last time we were in New Orleans, we were heavily expected to win. That was going to be our turnaround game, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we still had Gruden.
Yeah, I
we
think
were going to
so.
get things together, and the season was going to go the right way, and then we got our ass handed to us there. So we'll see. Let's see what they got. Yeah, he said Texas Instrument. He said, yeah. We said Texas Instrument. Yeah. Derek Carr revenge game. Yeah, that's what we thought it was gonna be. But yeah, I don't think Derek Carr's playing. That's the word. He's not. He's not playing. But you know what? He'll be there. So you're gonna see him down there on the field, right? Because I know they made a big deal when they had Jacobs and Carr down on the field.
Yeah.
Last week at the same time. So the people are. Because I saw a bunch of fucking videos. People playing like Careless Whisper to it and all kinds of shit, like about how they missed those two. And I get it, but it is what it is. But you're definitely gonna see a lot of mixed emotions. I know a couple Raider fans that are traveling. Mm-hmm. I know one of my couple of my friends, they took off today. Actually, they took off today, so they should be over there getting ready for the New Orleans thing. Man, if I would have known that's where Notre Dame was going to play their bowl game.
Oh,
they
play on the 1st. So the game is on the 29th?
Sunday.
Yeah. So the Notre Dame plays on the 1st in New Orleans in the Sugar Bowl. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's crazy.
You could have flown down there Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
One of the Raiders games, stay a couple of days.
Right.
Go to that game. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you've been in New Orleans, it's not cheap to stay there, though. Yeah.
What kind of fan are you? Jesus.
I know, right? I'm the fan that decided to stay with family this year. What the fuck's wrong with me?
Yeah, really. Family.
But yeah, Kamara's out too. Man, I needed Kamara too. He's on my fantasy team.
Yeah, I got him.
Championship game, and he's out. Like, oh, dude. He's out. Walker's out.
Yep.
This boring ass game now. It's like Jesus. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Basically. Jack Canna. Honestly, I want a loss. Dixon. When I want to win, we lose, and when I want to lose, we win. That's basically how it comes down. What it boils down to, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that. But I mean. I'm sure you guys saw a lot of the noise, a lot of the media, a lot of the pressers after the Jacksonville game, right? There were a lot of questions put out there to players, to coaches, about winning against Jacksonville, and if it was that important, if it really mattered, why did they do that, or what do they say to the Raider Nation, when it comes to ruining your number one pick? So now we're looking at possibly 2 in a row, So I mean, how do you guys feel about Sunday? Are you guys wanting us to, make sure we tank, keep losing, we're gonna win, or like what's going on with your feelings when it comes to that sense?
At this point, it doesn't matter. We got no shot at anybody that we wanted initially.
Mm-hmm.
Those 2 quarterbacks will be gone. Travis Hunter will be gone. Just play to win the game at this point. And you're gonna have to suck it up and deal with it. I mean, first of all, no one in the organization is gonna come out and say to the press, "Yeah, we were kind of hoping to lose so we could keep our draft pick," because
right.
Pick up on that and they will crucify us.
Exactly.
At this point, if you're gonna win it. Don't make it obvious that you're trying to lose the game. You want to lose the game. Then you don't start AOC. You start somebody like Bradley. Give the kid some play time.
Right.
No, if you want to lose, you start Bradley and hope the kid either lights it up, or if you want to lose, hope he doesn't play that well. And then all the fans are going to be like, "How come you kept them in there?" Because that's going to come. No, just play to win it at this point. What do you get to lose?
Yeah, and I think that's where it gets difficult, right? Like the starting. I know we make a joke with the fellas about #SS, which is strategic substitutions, right?
Mm.
And that would be one, right? We're all thinking if AOC goes out there, he's going to ball out against this horrible Saints defense. So why not, like Jay said, start Ritter? Make sure you have a horrible game, or throw the kid Bradley up there. The undrafted rookie. My fear with that was that fool will have a fucking amazing game, because I like that kid.
If he does, he
has a huge upside.
Then you know what you got, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Now you know what you got next year.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a legit shot to go on a 3-game winning streak at the end of the season, because I'll tell you what, I think we still got a shot of beating the Chargers next week, too.
Nah, we'll get to that one. I see
Really
Nato shaking his head. But real quick, if any of y'all are looking for Raider gear this weekend, stop by MC Raider's house.
Yeah, on my way.
He said, "Come get all this Raider trash, bro." Damn, that's messed up, MC. I gave you a lot of that stuff. But here's another one: is Andre James starting at center?
Think so.
Well, he was only in last week because of Meredith, right?
Right, because of Meredith. So I don't know if Meredith is back. If Meredith is back, then you move JPJ back to center. And
we'll know tomorrow when the injury report comes out.
Yeah. So right now we'll probably know for sure tomorrow. I didn't watch the pressers today. Work wanted me to work today, so I didn't have a chance to watch or do that stuff. Right. But I know, Ryan. What's wrong with them? Yeah, dude.
Shit over here.
Yeah, but Nate, how you feeling, man, about it, dude? With the win, no win,
yeah, I mean,
this time you're not at the game, so it's different.
Yeah, exactly. But honestly, for a loss, like that feels kind of weird to me. Like I'm gonna want them to win, but it's like you put yourself in a position where, like, if you do get 10, you're kind of like still in that middle ground where the Raiders are known to be in the draft position, like the 10 to like 15, where it's like you're just out of the reach of the top players, and they're gonna ask for a lot if you want to trade up. Yeah. So I mean, kind of like what we said not yesterday, but last week. Like, to me, it's kind of a win-win situation. We win the game, everybody feels good for the most part. I thought, at least, everybody feels good about a win, and then if you lose, you can possibly move up a little bit higher. I mean, I know all the teams ahead of us right now are pretty bad, so I don't know how realistic a win is for any of those teams. But if they do win, which we do, we're going to be Giants, fucking all those 5 teams ahead of us fans for the rest of the year. But I don't know. I think it's a win-win for me personally.
Okay. How about you, Jay?
I'm not sure, man. Honestly, like I said, I'm 50-50, but we have a fair shot of winning, obviously. Saints just got fucking dismantled on Monday night. And then we look pretty good on Sunday, the day before, but the energy was different though. And that's the thing. So the crowd played into it as well. So there's that other factor. When you have a team, if you have the home crowd rooting behind you, it does change the dynamic a little bit. But the Raiders did do a lot of good stuff normally that they haven't done all the season long. So we might get a repeat of that. Mixed emotions. If they win again, I'm not mad at it, right? Obviously, we go down further in the for those following along the tank, right? The draft. But if we lose, we go up. I think we go up another spot or two. We do go another spot or two because Tennessee and Jacksonville are playing on Sunday too. So no matter what, if we lose, we go up, right? But it's the Saints don't have all their top players playing right now, so that's another factor. So that's why we're favored, because who the fuck do they got? I think they got some guys from the street too right now. Playing, I think that's where they're at too. So I don't know. I just want to see a good competitive game as always. It's those mistake driven, like, what the fuck are you doing type plays and that just stress me the fuck out. It's just, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know, like we got safety the game before that. You know,
right.
How the
That
fuck
one
you
was
run the
done
ball
once
out of
against
your own end
Atlanta.
zone? Yeah, exactly. So shit like that is what pisses everybody off. But it's like if you play hard and you lose, well, you lose, right? But if you play hard and you win, that's even better. I'm still riding the high from Sunday, so we'll see. Let's see what happens. It was a good game. I had good seats, so it was fun. So
yeah, okay. I don't know
And you
about
were
this.
numb.
Jack said he's sick of the Raiders hurting their future, right? We're all the fans. I want to compete in 2025. The free agent quarterback sucks. Only one I'd be interested in. Deshaun Watson. Wow. Out of all those quarterbacks, Watson's the one you'd be interested in? Mark may not want to bring him in, though. I don't think I would want to bring in Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I'm good.
Trash since he's been back to playing football. But, yeah. And I wouldn't say the Raiders are hurting their future because I think that's the fans' perspective when you look at things, right? These dudes, they're trying to play. They're going to go out there. They don't see it that way. You know, they're not looking to, like they said it themselves, we're not looking to play for a draft position, you know, because they know that next year we can get better. And even with that, as much as I love the dude that I love, there's no guarantee that he's going to be successful. My hope is that he's going to be successful, right? Or anybody that we pick. The hope is. So even if we say you do that and you get better, there's no guarantee you get better. I mean, you look at what happened last year. A lot of us were complaining that we didn't move up to go get the quarterback, right? Mind you, Jaden has looked amazing. I would not have been mad if we moved up to get Jaden. Caleb, you know?
I would have been upset if we went for Caleb.
You know?
Based on what I've seen.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is look what landed to us. You know, we didn't have to move up.
Yeah.
We stayed where we were, and freaking an amazing, looks like generational type player landed to our team in Brock Bowers, you know.
Yeah.
And even with the shitty quarterback that we've had, we've been able to have success with this kid, you know. So the draft is a crapshoot anyway, you know, regardless of where you pick, regardless of where you're at, you know. There's no such thing as a guaranteed success. The only ones that I can remember was probably like Peyton, right? But even then, people were comparing, was it him or Leaf? Who were you going to pick? You know?
Luck.
Right. Luck was another one, but you saw what happened with Luck. With his career because of injuries and the neck issues. So, yeah, you just don't know. You never know what can happen with that draft. But, yeah. Arnie already has his prediction. Raiders 19, 13. All field goals for the Aints. If you're playing fantasy football, get that Saints. Well, you know how I made the championship was because the guy had the Saints kicker and they had 0 field goals. So I don't know about that. But James, what's going on? And then, of course, he says, start Bradley. Let's see what the kid has. And I get that. And you said it earlier too, Jeff. But if we're in evaluation mode, isn't now the time to play AOC, though? To see what we do have in him? Before the season
I would
ends, right?
at this point. I mean, you want to show people that you still got the willingness to win, you know, and to give you, again, just like we had last year at the end of the season, some hope going into next year, you know, because you know darn well if we win and we win these next 2 games, we ain't got a shot at either one of those 2 quarterbacks. So we're going to have to go into the season with ALC 12 as our starter. And then we're going to have to pick up a quarterback in the later rounds that's going to hopefully be our potential starter at some point. Or we just hold until 2026, you know, see what's coming off for quarterbacks there, too. I mean,
the Arch Suite.
What are you going to do? We just haven't fallen in the right spot to get some of these top quarterbacks these seasons. Like last year, like you just said, we tried moving up. Nobody wanted to hear it. Redskins wanted Jaden Daniels in the worst way. They were not going to give up on that one. So we had no shot on getting that.
Chicago wasn't giving up that
first to get Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
You know, and then all these other quarterbacks just went by the wayside. So we fell out of that. You know, just like it's happening this year now. We're falling out of that spot to get one of those 2. You know, it's going to take a miracle for us to get one of those 2. And to be honest with you, I'm glad we're not. Because now we're going to
Yes.
end up we're going to get a player with that pick that's going to have a more immediate impact where we're going to be able to plug and play them at some point early in the season or in
I
training.
hear when you say that, but what position is more important than that quarterback position? As good as Brock Bowers has been, his impact has not affected us being able to win, or a better quarterback play would have.
True, but I will tell you this, and I looked at it today. I looked a little bit further into the season that we've just had. We've been extremely competitive if you think about it. We've lost some games that we should have won, and we lost by one score. And a lot of those games, and two of them to the Kansas City Chiefs. Two of them. We could have beat them both times. One because our kicker just couldn't get the freaking field goals in.
He forgot how to kick that day.
Yeah, my bag's still up there somewhere. That was one issue right there. If he doesn't miss those, we beat the Chiefs. You know? You look at some of these other games that we're competitive in. We beat Baltimore before they really got their shit together early in the season.
Yeah, they were struggling in the beginning.
Yeah, because they were still trying to work and play together for the first time with the running game. And, so that was that whole thing.
Yeah.
We've been competitive. And now you look at when the fans bailed on this team. And I'm saying they bailed. When they went from, we look good, we're winning, to let's just tank. It was literally just around the halfway mark of the season.
Right.
And the fans started going that way of let's look at the draft pick when we were still playing competitive. But then everything kind of went to shit. Minshew was getting worse. Getsy gets fired. They make some changes. The team looks better. They're playing better. We've just had some bad breaks with other shit going on.
Right.
So it's like you get the right players in this draft, especially in the first round. Like, say it's an offensive lineman, or it's a defensive end or a cornerback that can have an immediate impact that's going to play next year, because as well as I do, either one of those two quarterbacks are not going to play next year, which is why I was so big on not drafting them, because I seriously think it's wasted talent, a wasted pick. You're not getting immediate value. You got immediate value with Brock Bowers. There's no two ways about it. And he's one of the reasons we were so competitive.
But even to your point, and I get what you're saying, but as close as those games were, and as competitive as we've been, my whole thing was if we had a better quarterback, those losses would have been wins. Whether you think it should have been AOC in the beginning or Minshew, whatever, right? Just speaking in general, if this team had better quarterback play, we'd have more than the 3 wins.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think that's my whole thing with why we need to get one. Even last year, I want to say, even last year, even though we didn't get the top ones, I thought we should have at least drafted one of the later ones, even. Even one of them, just to start that whole process. We're trying to see what we can do with the new guy, with the rookie type stuff like that, But just the fact that we didn't, and now we're stuck with these two, it's like we need something, The only one we got was the undrafted free agent in Carter Bradley, who are like,
I'm telling you, I still say that if AP wasn't pushed or forced to start Minshew, we would have started AOC. Yeah. I'm telling you, we would have won more games. He gave us the best option, and he proved it towards the end of the season last year when he took over.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, I think our season would have been a little bit different this year. We would have won more than 3 or 4 games at this point. Yeah. Would we have been winning in our division and be in contention for a playoff spot? Probably not. I'm not saying that, because the other 3 teams just got, KC's KC, but the other 2 teams just got so much better that none of us were expecting either one of those teams to play.
I didn't expect the Chargers to be this good. I've always liked Herbert, but I didn't expect such a culture change.
I didn't expect Denver, bro. That was
Denver. I kind of did because of Sean Payton. I saw how good that defense was getting year after year.
Defense was very
good.
Him
and Rush just did not mix, bro. Him and Russ were like a fucking wash. So Sean was just looking for his guy to come in and lead that offense, Because you even look even with Judy, the way he got rid of Judy. He just certain players that Sean Payton doesn't mix with, and he got rid of them, and then now you're starting to see the benefit of that, Yeah.
I would have expected the Chargers to be as good as they were this year, just because of a veteran quarterback like Herbert, and now being paired up with a good veteran head coach.
Mhm.
You know, on both sides. He's been a head coach in the NFL and in college, and successful both times.
Right.
You know, him coming in is a big difference.
And the way they changed up that whole offense, you know, with their new
Oh, they
coordinator,
got rid of
they run
everybody.
first. Yeah, it's like
And they got rid of everybody.
yeah, they got rid of everybody. Like, damn. Yeah. But I get it. I think I'm like with you. I'm still it was kind of funny because I'm wearing my silver and black pride hoodie. Because to me, that's still what I have, you know. I will never go somewhere and get mad because we won. I will never cheer for us to lose. You know, as much as I like my Shedeur jersey, like I'm not gonna sit up there and go, you know, fucking tank for him or whatever the fuck. You know, because I still want us to win. So I think we're gonna win, honestly, based on how bad the Saints are playing. But then again, it goes back to us radering shit out when we think we're gonna win.
Yeah.
Never
When we
mind.
think we're gonna win, we end up getting blown out at home by Carolina. You know?
Well, it's
Exactly.
like it's the opposite of the Patriot way. The Patriot way was always this great, and when it's the Raider way, it's we play shitty.
Yeah. Like that. That is freaking ridiculous, bro.
I'm predicting we
sure
score more than 20 points this week.
Look, for sure for this game, I just don't want us to get fucking goose egg. Remember from those?
Oh yeah, I don't want us to
2
get
years
shut
ago?
out for sure. Yeah.
No.
That would
Even
be
if
the
it's a
worst,
loss,
bro.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, even if it's loss, well, I'm not saying that we're gonna lose necessarily. I'm saying that hope we can score more than fucking 3 points, because that I don't want to miss them. That's for sure. I want.
You guys are talking like we're gonna get blown out. Are you really lost that much confidence in this team?
No, I haven't. I don't think we're gonna get blown out. He's just saying he hopes it.
No, we're not
happen
gonna blow.
based on what we normally do when we're supposed to win. Yeah.
Yeah, but Jay's over here like I just don't want us to get shut out. I'm like, dude, we're not gonna get shut out.
We didn't think we were gonna get shut out the last time we were in New Orleans.
Exactly.
I get what Jay's saying.
Yes, and I had to eat shit for a whole month to the wife, and she's like,
last time we were in New Orleans, who was our quarterback?
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr was our quarterback.
No, New Orleans is quarterback.
Andy Dalton.
That was Dalton, yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that's why when he played against Carolina,
we got a curse against him.
Yeah, that's the Raider killer right there, Andy Dalton.
I was gonna say, if you were gonna say Drew Brees, because I don't remember how long ago that was. I was gonna go, well, what do you expect? Drew Brees.
It was like 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was relatively recent.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah, relatively recent. Yeah. Yep. So Arnie says the Giants, Patriots, Browns are not winning another game. Well, the Titans play the Jags, right?
Yeah. So
actually, it would benefit us if the Titans won.
It's Titans
because the Jags don't need a quarterback.
No,
we still got Lawrence.
The Titans
need
win.
to lose.
The Titans need to win. Then that's what I mean. Okay, the Titans need to win.
The Titans need to win. Yeah, because Jacksonville doesn't need a quarterback, so they would move up in the draft.
Yeah.
And then the Titans would move back.
And then the Giants play the Colts, right?
Yes.
So I don't know how that's
gonna go. That's it doesn't look good, but they have a shot. It's not out of the realm.
The Colts are still playing for a potential playoff spot if they win out, so they're still alive. So
yeah,
that's what he was asking too. I'm rooting for a Jags win. I think Tennessee may go QB. Yeah, that's why he was saying. Then if you want that, Jack, then you want Tennessee to win.
Right.
Yes, you want Tennessee to win.
You want Tennessee to win. Jacksonville can stay ahead of us. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, because Tennessee's taking a quarterback.
60% of first-round quarterbacks are bust. Arnie, that's an old stat, bro.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, first-round quarterback. Patrick Mahomes, first-round quarterback. Josh Allen, first-round quarterback. You want me to keep going? Justin Herbert, first-round quarterback. I haven't left the fucking AFC yet.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. Burrow was a number 1 pick. He wasn't just the first-round pick. He was the number 1 pick. Yeah. We haven't had that many number 1 picks in our history. So, yeah. Which is true. Another thing that's been coming up is about the Turners. People liking what they
Mhm.
see, and I heard you guys talking about earlier that we looked better, and I don't know if I agree that we look better. I still think our offense is pretty bad, but we're looking as good as
It's
we
not
can
bad.
with what we have. To me,
Right.
and I think we're
That's
accepting
bad.
that because we still can't score over 19 points, over 20, right?
Until Sunday.
So silly.
We're in the we're in the red zone. We still can't get a damn touchdown when we have players like Brock Bowers, and Michael Mayer. So there's still something that's not just to me, right. And I get it. We're down on running backs. We're down on what, 2? We're down on Abdullah and what's his name?
Madison.
Madison. Oh, 3 if you include Lobby. But
3
they
of
don't
Lobby.
play Lobby. They don't even play
Yeah.
Lobby at running back. They only
I
play him
know.
on special teams. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. How do you
We
guys
don't
feel
need-
about giving the Turners another shot, another year?
We don't need touchdowns when we got the best kicker in the league.
Hey, don't jinx my fantasy team again, all right?
I was gonna say, watch Carlson miss. We're all gonna come back to this video,
Yeah.
And
Again.
Somebody clip that.
right? Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people are saying this is gonna be AOC's up to him whether we win these games or not. His performance. If he starts to air it out like he did against Kansas City, then New Orleans is definitely in trouble, right? We will definitely see. Yeah, Arnie says if AOC gets 250, 3 touchdowns in the next 2 games, will AOC start? I don't think we can answer that question until we know what happens with the coaches.
Yeah.
That all that's going to determine on who stays here as the coach and who leaves, if he's going to make a change or not. Then we will see. Yeah. Miklo's right. The Raiders will continue to be mediocre till we get a franchise quarterback. Yep. Yeah. Even with Aiden, even if we were to stay Aiden will keep us mid, but I don't think he'll get us to that next level that we need to be at. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it's gonna be. I want us to win. I'm not gonna bullshit. I am gonna want us to win, but it's gonna fuck up our draft position bad.
Yeah.
That's Tom Pesco's job. That's where Tom comes in.
I mean, our draft position's already shit. So
he has to go trade
because
up.
as it
But
is
that's
right
so
now,
crazy to say that it's shit when you're at 6.
well, because there's only 2 quarterbacks that you're looking at, and the other quarterbacks you're not taking in the first round. It's too much of a reach for them. So if you're looking at quarterbacks specifically, there's only 2, and the teams picking ahead of us, 2 teams for sure are going to be going quarterback, and that's the Giants and Tennessee.
Yeah, I think Tennessee as well.
They're not going back into next season with Will Levis and oh god, what the hell's his name?
I don't even know who the other quarterback is.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I can't even think.
They're
of
not going to go into next season with those 2 quarterbacks. The Giants need one desperately because they can't do it with Danny DeVito and whoever else is there. So those 2 guys are going to be gone.
See, Jack says, hold up, pause. AP chose the starting quarterback, which I understand, until game 405 due to defensive. That's on AP, not Tom. And that was the report that was put out at first. I know me and Jeff were saying we don't think it was his decision, that it was front office that wanted to go with the money.
I think that came from above Tom.
That's what I think too. But he did announce it. He did say the experience because of the tough beginning of the schedule. So, and ultimately, whether that was it or not, that's what it falls on, right? Is him as the
definitely.
At the end of the day,
yeah. He said, "I hate to see it, but I see the Raiders winning 19-13 as well." Yeah. Another one with the Brock Bowers will have another great game and break some records. And see, and that's another reason I don't like the whole just lay down and take thing. What about the amazing season this kid is having? Right?
Yeah.
The amazing season this kid is having, and he's like what 50 or 60 yards away from breaking Ditka's record, something like that, right?
No, less than that. No.
Less than that.
Less than that.
Yeah. He's where is it? I got it here. Is this it? Oh, that's not it.
And I think he's less than 10 catches away from the reception record as well.
He's at 101 catches. He's at 1,067. he's so close. I forget.
Yeah,
what
he's
it
like
is now.
40 or 50 yards away from Dick
Yeah.
yards.
I think it's
Wow.
even less than
I
that.
think it's
Yeah.
1,061 is the record.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. Raider Ryan, what's up, brother? What's up? Welcome. Yeah. Oh, I was waiting for this one. I knew this one was gonna come up just because it's the Saints game. And I'm gonna ask y'all because I've only been with y'all for a while, so I don't know where y'all stand when it comes to this. But as a Carr fan, I take Carr back 100. McShit's fucked Carr over. Now, where the Raiders are now, would you guys take Carr back or would you want Carr back?
Nope.
Okay, let's start with Jay. Jay said no. Why no?
Go ahead, Jay. Yeah.
No, because we've already been there, tested that, and we know where we're always gonna land at. It's always gonna be mediocre. He's never gonna be able to take us to the next level. And we've seen that. So it's now you can make. I know the argument. He's gone through multiple coaches throughout the years. I don't know how many, but hey, you know what? He's been in New Orleans now for second going on third season, whatever it is, and he's been with Dennis Allen. He's had some stability there, and he cannot make it happen. So the proof is in the pudding. We just need to move. It's time to move on. We moved on.
Right.
Let's go out. Let's get if we're not getting, like I said, if we're not gonna get a quarterback in the first, that's fine.
You could get one in the later second round.
Dart, we'll get Dart. Somebody else, right?
Right.
And then we'll build the team around that. But to go backward, no, we can't do that. We gotta go forward. We gotta be progressive. We gotta.
You don't think he would excel in this Scott Turner offense? No.
No.
How about you?
He got his chance. Yeah,
no. Yeah, I take him back in a hot beat.
Yeah,
without a doubt. Yep. Yep. Because you're gonna get a guy that is still in his heart, thinks he's a Raider.
Okay.
Wants to be here his entire career. Never wanted to leave. Wasn't his choice.
It wasn't his choice. Yeah.
It wasn't his choice. And like Jack said, McDum for some reason just didn't like him, didn't want him. And still to this day, I can't understand how Jimmy Garoppolo is an upgrade from Derek Carr.
There wasn't.
He's not even. He's not even on an equal playing level. He's levels below him. And I don't care what anybody says about Garoppolo having success in San Fran. He had weapons around him, stable coaching, and a phenomenal defense.
Yeah,
that is the only reason he was as successful as he was, winning games there. Carr showed through the years, and you look at the instability of this team when he was here. How many different head coaches? How many offensive coordinators?
6 coaches, 9 coordinators.
Yeah, all the different coaching staff. Constantly losing free agents, and really, in all honesty, he didn't have a lot of help on the offense as far as like first number one wide receivers. He had Waller, but Waller ended up being an injury issue after his first great season with us.
Then he had Crab and Cooper.
Crabtree just didn't want to be here anymore. Cooper didn't want to be here anymore. He wanted out. Everything was so stacked against him. It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
I don't know why people were so. I mean, I'm not I love Carr type of guy, but I just don't like the way that he was done there. And we got nothing for him. That's the other part that pisses me off. We got absolutely nothing for him in value by letting him go. If we would have traded him, which is what he should have done before the trade deadline, I would have been fine with that, because now we're getting something in return. Even if it's draft picks and not a player, I'm fine with that.
Right.
But you just let this guy that's been a staple on this team for the last 9 seasons, and you just let him walk.
Right.
And you got nothing in return.
I can't wait for that ESPN 3030 to come out.
I know.
Like in 5-10 years from now, that shit's coming.
So much shit.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you, Nate? You're the younger one.
I got Derek Carr right here. Patch card right here. I'm a Derek Carr believer, honestly. I think the way he was done dirty by Josh McDaniels is crazy, to let your all-time franchise leader in passing yards let go that way is quite insane to me. But to be fair, right now, if I had to choose Derek Carr to come back to the Raiders right now, I would not. He has shown that he cannot play. I don't know what it is. As soon as he left to New Orleans, he can no longer play. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. But if he never left, I think we would be in a way better position now. Because after he left, it seemed like the Raiders had zero plan moving forward at the quarterback position. Zero plan. We kind of lucked into AOC being better than what his draft position was. And if we don't have AOC producing semi okay right now, we are completely done. We have zero quarterback. We have to get Ritters. We have to get the Bradleys. Those would be our starting quarterbacks without any other options. So if we continue to have Carr, I think we'd be in a much better position right now. How much better? I'm not sure, because that obviously
2-3 wins better, or
it depends. It depends a lot, because the coaching changed, the coordinators changed, Devontae's no longer here, so there's a lot of what ifs, of course. But I do think that if
did he freeze?
Yeah.
If he never.
I think he said if he never left.
Now he's going to be.
I know.
Repeat the last section, the last 10 seconds of what you said.
You feel if he never left?
Yeah, if he never left, we'd be in a better position for sure. Because if you see now, our quarterback, like I said, our quarterbacks are just not good. But yeah, that's basically it. Our quarterbacks are not good.
Got you. Miklo has a good point. Y'all remember when AP said 24 points minimum? Now, if we had an offense that could put up 24 points, our record would be completely different. Completely different. Because as much as the injuries have plagued our defense, there's been very few games where they've given up, right? We always say the 20 points, more than 20 points, right? They've held tight. Even when Jack Jones bites and he gets beat deep or whatever it is that happens, we miss a tackle or whatever, that defense has been able to held one way or another, right? He said, whole new coaching staff. Keep Philbin and Leonard and do Coach Ricky. Oh, the DB coach? I do like the DB coach. I do like Ricky Manning. He's been a really, really, really good coach. Yeah. Would you draft 2 QBs in the draft? Keep AOC, but cut Minshew and Bradley. I don't know about drafting 2, because then that goes back to other potential spots that we can have. I think the fact that you have AOC keeps you from having to do that, because like you said, even though he's not the best, or whatever, but he's a formidable quarterback that you can be that bridge that can get you by. And like Jeff always says, we still don't know what his ceiling is, right?
Yeah, you need to target one quarterback, and then, like you just said, use your picks for other more necessity needs.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you want another quarterback, you get him in the next draft the year after, or you go free agency. I wouldn't waste a draft pick on a second quarterback. Right, I know competition's nice and everything, but no.
See, and that is the one thing I do like about competition, and to me, with the mismanagement of Carr, was that we never drafted a replacement, or not a replacement, but a future, right? Like, hey, if something happens to you, we have this dude, right? There was never no fucking plan. Yeah. And in that sense, it does piss me off, because like you, Nate, I was a huge DC fan. Huge. Never had that jersey for that reason, because I figured if I got the jersey, he would leave. The only thing I ever had was a shirt with the 4 on it. That's it. Right. But I get it, like how you're saying now when you see it, even when they had their hot start this season, and everybody was saying they were going to go to the Super Bowl because they blew out Dallas and Carolina. Yeah. And then like the injuries came in, reality started coming in, and then you saw those moments that And you know what's funny, Nate? You said it like I don't know what happened when he went to New Orleans. And this is what my brother told me. My brother's an asshole, but I love my brother. He goes, bro, he's always been that way. The difference is he's wearing a Saints jersey and you don't care.
Mm.
I was like, well,
that's
damn,
pretty eye-opening. It's pretty eye-opening.
right?
How many years did they sign him to in New Orleans?
I believe he's gonna have to decide.
I think it was
this
4.
season. Yeah. It was 3 or 4, right?
Like
Yeah, 3 or 4
Yeah.
for sure.
I wouldn't be
It was
surprised.
3
if
with
they
the
cut him.
4-year option. So it's
That sounds
actually
right.
up to them if they want to keep him this year, if he wants to stay. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they cut him.
Me either. And then I could see him, you know, especially when they're in the same boat, right? Who's going to be the head coach? Who's going to come in? Do they want Derek? Is Derek going to go somewhere else? You know, is Derek going to hang it up? You know, is he going to hang it up? Who knows, right? Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. I need AOC to find Brock all day to help me win my fantasy championship this week. Hey, Ruben, we're going to do this for Ruben, eh? We're going to go back to Bowers having 15 catches, 2 touchdowns, and Raider Ruben to come on here next week and tell us that he won.
Everyone DM AOC right now. Bro, Brock all day, please.
Tell AP this is the fantasy we care about right here, right? Okay. This is what we want.
Hey, someone finally decided to win tonight's game. Seattle won 6-3.
That is so garbage.
Wow.
And you know what's funny? I have a Doomsday, and the 1 touchdown was a Doomsday, but it got called back because of a holding.
Yeah. They would have won too.
Yeah, they would have won with that touchdown. Yeah. That's what you were
That's
saying,
what-
right? When it comes to the tanking, it would be let Ritter finish off the season, let AOC recover, and let us lose gracefully. I think that would be more obvious though if we put in Ritter and did the whole SS thing.
Yeah.
Another one, Abdullah. Chances Abdullah finds the end zone. I think so too.
I
this
think
would be
that
He's been getting a
Abdullah
ton of
one.
receptions out of the backfield too. So
He's
that's
definitely going to get a lot of
because
those.
that's what he excels at. That's what he excelled at here in New England too.
Yeah.
When he was with the Patriots, that's how he was.
I forgot that's where he was when you said that last time. I was like, oh, that's right. He was over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Morgan Wallen. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Let's go, Raiders. He's like, the Saints would gladly send him back to the Raiders. And that is so crazy because Saint fans
Pretty
do not
sure
like
at this point.
There's only one Saint fan that likes him, and that's that Wi-Fi dude. He's the only one. Yeah. He's the
Wi-Fi
only one.
Willie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the only Saint fan that likes Derek because every other Saint fan can't stand him and can't wait for him to leave, bro.
I thought he was a
They
Raiders fan.
can.
That was a double joke. You kind of went right over.
Yeah. Yeah. If Carr didn't break his leg, would he be it? Man, now you're talking about what ifs. He's one of my what ifs up there with Bo. If he would have not got hurt that season, Jeff thinks I was crazy that I think we would have won the Super Bowl that year. But I really
think we would have
think we
gone
would've
further in the playoffs. I don't know about winning the Super Bowl. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't know about winning the Super Bowl, bro.
You either? Nate,
No.
Nate,
They
will we
would've
have
got
won
the
the
AFC
Super Bowl that year?
championship.
Of course.
See, me and Nate know.
Of course.
Deep
You're
run.
both fucking delusional.
Hey, do you have a group chat with my family and it's called Delusional Raider Fans? 'Cause that's what they call me and my cousin. What's up, Myra? Welcome. He said, you got that number 1 Tim Brown jersey. Yes, I do. I'm gonna wear it on the first, bro. Actually, I got all sad because I got it dirty, and then I was like, Mom, and she come wash it for me. So we're good. He said, honestly, I want Brock Bowers all day. I want him and the Raiders to get all those records and clown my Casey Ho so much better than Kelsey. Hey, Kelsey finally woke up, though. I will say that this game on Christmas. Yeah. I was shocked how bad they whooped them on fucking Christmas. Like,
yeah.
That team really let me down, man. I don't even want to say their name. Yeah. Thank you. He said, Leo, you pushing it with the Super Bowl win.
Right?
That's how much I believed in him that year, y'all. I'm telling you. Yeah. I went up to Oakland twice that year to see them, and I went to San Diego to see them play. Yeah. I was hyped that year. That was before I did all this. I was just a fan going to games, bro. But yeah, he said I wouldn't mind bringing in the Sanders father-son duo.
Oh God, no.
You're gonna hit a nail there and a nerve there in this group, other than me, probably.
Oh no.
Right? You know what I didn't know, and this is how I know I'm older than my boy Rundown. Rundown was telling me they were on a reality show. I didn't even know that.
Really?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I didn't even know they had a reality show when he was growing up, when Shador was growing up.
Oh,
you knew that, Nate?
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah. See,
Yeah, I
didn't know
did.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no clue.
I had
Oh,
no
wow.
clue about that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you have a Larry Brown jersey?
Oh my God.
God.
Blows up in the Super Bowl, and then we sign him to a multi-contract after
Right. Yeah. No,
He couldn't
McGrew,
get
I'm
out
with
of
you,
it,
bro.
yeah.
I am all for Shador. I don't know about his dad. To me, his dad still
Yeah.
has more to do in college, and I want to see his dad do more in college. I actually want to see Deion win a natty in college so bad. I
That'd be
want
good.
that more than have Shador on the Raiders. That's how much I want to see Deion win a natty in college. Yeah. Mm-hmm. New QB, new question. If the season ended today at pick number 6, who do you boys want? I could tell you who I don't want, and then I'll let them go. I don't want Genty from Boise State.
Not at 6, no.
Not at 6.
Well, who's
Mhm.
picking ahead of us? Would the Giants and Tennessee be ahead of us?
Yo, if we're at 6, it
Yeah,
would be like
like
if it
right
ended
now.
Now, like who's ahead
today.
of us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ahead of us, it's the Giants, Jacksonville, Tennessee, Cleveland, and who's the other one? Who am I missing?
Tennessee, Jacksonville,
Yeah, Tennessee,
Cleveland,
Giants.
Jacksonville, Tennessee, the Browns,
New
and
England.
New England. New England.
Yeah, New England.
The Patriots are the other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Who would you guys want if it ended today and we stayed at 6?
Will Johnson.
Ooh!
A kid
Protect
from
the Shield
Michigan.
just gave you a hands up
Corner.
like that, bro. That's his
Yeah.
boy from Michigan. Yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong with either Michigan picks, Mason Graham or Will Johnson.
Yeah, he's the other one, right? The
Yeah. The defensive tackle.
defensive tackle. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What about you, Jay? Who would you want at 6 if it ended right now?
I know. If no Cam, no Shador, probably either taking Dart or Gabriel. We're still getting
At
quarterback.
6?
At number 6?
At 6?
I'm still
No
getting
way.
Yeah.
No
Jay really
way.
wants a quarterback.
I really want to fuck quarterback. Fuck that. You know,
What
I
about you,
wouldn't-
Jeff?
I wouldn't be sad if we picked Dart at 6, but I'd be like not happy.
Dart still has his bowl game coming up too, so that'll
Yeah.
be a good thing for people to see Dart. Yeah. Mhm. I think Jeff is looking, or he froze.
I don't know. He might be frozen with shock.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're gonna move them up the draft board to number 6 for either one of those?
Because he really wants a quarterback
How am I
that bad.
They're already at 6, bro. Like the fuck. We need a fucking quarterback. And then watch. You have one of the other fuckers get one of these guys, and then what? They're like, oh, we don't.
I mean, they might be number 6 on the rankings of
And nobody in
quarterback.
free agency has a good quarterback, and then so and we're back in the same fucking boat.
It'll be like last year when we
Get
lost
your
Michael
guy.
Penix. Oh, we all thought Penix
Yes.
would be there in the second round.
Yeah, we're all
Yeah.
gonna think like
Yeah.
Gabriel's gonna be there, and now the Raiders talking about Gabriel, and then guess,
Yeah.
fucking I don't know
Yeah.
who gets.
That's
something
why
shit
Dart.
and
I
who
haven't heard
fucking
anything
get
about
out.
Dart. Dart in the second.
Dart kind of went down after his loss, after his big win.
Yeah.
And then he had that loss, kind of like that huge, like, boom. But
Mhm.
he's still a good quarterback. But I think Gabriel's the one who's caught a lot more of attention
Right.
apart from the other two. Yeah. Mhm. And then
Yeah.
that kid from Penn State, but he's staying, Drew Waller.
Oh, he's gonna stay.
Yeah,
I
because that
didn't see
kid's
that.
got the
Yeah, he's gonna
size.
stay.
Yeah. Do you know who you want, Jeff?
I'm
Yeah.
still flustered, but I would.
Gotta get your quarterback, Joe.
I can't even get my thoughts together on that one. I'm thinking
Want a quarterback. That's why.
if
He lives in the way to see.
if we're at number 6, based on who's ahead of us, those quarterbacks are gone unless you're Jay. Quarterbacks are gone that are worth the shit. I actually wouldn't mind Abdul Carter from Penn.
I like
Abdul
that.
Carter.
The
Yeah.
edge. Yeah, either that or that kid McMillan.
Yeah,
But
T-Mac is
That's
big.
what Arnie said too. T-Mac.
I would be more.
Yeah.
I would be more for Carter because all this bullshit talk about Max has got me a little nervous.
Oh
And
yeah.
if you lose him, I want someone that can move in and potentially be the next somewhat Max.
Right.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's how I'd be looking at it. Plus, even if Max stays, you put him on the opposite side because you don't know what we're doing with Kuntz yet for next year.
We got Chase on coming back, hopefully, right? Too.
Mhm.
Yeah, but look at that rotation now.
Yeah.
You
Nasty.
got fresh legs every time you want.
Yeah.
You know,
Damn, McGrew. I don't know if he'll fall that far. I wouldn't mind getting the kid from the Ducks in the 3rd round. I don't think Dylan Gabriel will fall that far.
I don't think so
If
either.
Dylan Gabriel falls, it'll be to the end of the 1st because somebody moved up to get him, or the beginning of the 2nd.
Mhm.
It'll be
yeah, I'll pick.
But I get you, Jay. I understand the need for quarterback. I get it.
Oh, I get we need the quarterback, but goddamn.
I think there's just too much talent at other positions to pick the quarterback at that high.
Will
Another
Johnson is a
quarterback.
huge fucking talent, bro.
Yeah,
And that's
insane.
the one. That's one guy nobody's really talking about because of the quarterbacks. But if
Will
those
Johnson.
quarterbacks weren't there, man, that DB from Michigan, whoo, that boy's nasty.
Yeah, he's good.
Mhm. He's really fucking good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah. Jack said one of the 3 players: Penn State DN, Michigan State D tackle,
Mhm.
or Miami. Is that
Michigan.
Miami or Michigan cornerback. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then trade back up. Not Milrow. What is up with y'all in Milrow? Do y'all like Anthony Richardson?
Potential. His potential, but
the guy has played quarterback longer than Anthony Richardson.
I think he might go back to Bama too, or
He
might even
needs to,
transfer.
bro. I really hope Milrow goes back. Yeah.
It's on John.
Yeah. Ooh, trade Crosby for a number 1 and more, and get our quarterback and receiver. Mm-hmm.
That's
then
hard.
you would get Shador and Travis.
Yeah, I would do that if they gives us Shador and Travis and Future Plus.
Yeah,
you gotta talk about it at the very least.
That would hurt me.
It would hurt. No,
bro.
dude, trust me, it would
I
hurt
would do
so
it.
bad. But you gotta
I would
talk
do it.
about it at the very least.
Jay said no, I wouldn't do it.
No.
No.
Jeff's over
know.
here like, what are we
Sorry.
waiting for?
Trade
I'm
next
sorry,
week.
but I honestly think it's easier to replace defensive players than skill positions on offense. And if you can pick those up with extra draft picks, that's what you do.
And it kind of seems that way. The way the people they picked up have been able to fill on the defense, right? With proper coaching, technique, system, things like that. Whereas we've tried to do that with quarterbacks, and that shit don't work. Or even on O-line, right? Even that, you can't just plug dudes in the way it kind of seems to be that we're doing on the defensive side. Which, I mean, huge credit to, PG, AP, Leonard, all those dudes. They're doing their thing on the defensive side. But, yeah, that one would hurt, man.
You can look at Max, too, now. The number of years he's got in the league.
He is short.
And he's also starting to build up on injuries now too. So his chance to make big money somewhere, they're slim and none now. They're gonna start shrinking for him.
And I get that, but with the amount of cap that we have and the capital that Mark has been able to gain, you don't think we give him that big payday so he stays?
I think he does.
Shouldn't.
I think it does happen. I don't know if I think we should, just because he's a real rate. That's what he's the face of the franchise. That's not even arguable. But if, like I said, if that comes around, you get 3+ first-round picks, and you can do a lot of moving and shaking. You got to at least talk about it. But I don't want to. But
I don't want
Kind of
to
like when we
do
got offered 2 first rounders
That's
for Carr. Huh? We should have.
So just think about this, right?
Wow.
So if you trade away Max, first of all, the Raider fans are going to revolt. But
Oh
yeah,
my
we'll
God.
deal with it.
Bro,
We'll move on from it.
that's my number
Um,
one selling
It rides
jersey.
in the street.
Well, it's not going to
I
be
know.
anymore if we
Just-
trade him away.
Yeah.
So if we trade him away, and say for some silly reason the team that we trade him to offers us multiple picks in the fact of 3 first rounders for the next 3 years, including this draft we're going into,
Mm-hmm.
that is some serious draft equity. And I don't care who the team is. It could
Right.
be, I don't care if it's the Chiefs, because yeah, it means we're going to get a higher pick. We're going to get a later first round pick, more than likely. But yet, that still gives us 2 picks in the first round. And one of those picks we could trade away to move back into the middle of the first round, too. So we could
Mhm.
still move up from that.
Yeah, you
That
could
gives
if you
us
had that
much
extra
more
capital.
leverage in the draft, where we could package some of those picks and get even more picks and pick up even more skilled players to really build this team. People need to look at the big picture when it comes to that, rather than just, we've got Max, he's our guy, we got to keep him. If you get something good for him like that, you got to do what the fuck you got to do to make your team better for years to come, not just to get better next year and hope that we continue it. No, we get better for good going forward based on all this draft equity that we're getting.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with me, but he ain't getting any younger. He's getting
Here's,
injured now a little bit more often.
He's a year older than I am. Relax. Hold on. Talking about getting a little older.
Yeah. Yeah, like what is
So
Yeah, but
I'm not-
family.
But you're not out there wearing and tearing on your body trying to, push around offensive linemen. If that was the case, you as small as you are, you'd be dead.
Yeah.
I'll give him my ACL right now.
He said Max is great. Don't get me wrong. My favorite Raider of the last 20 years. Damn. But he has never reached 15 sacks or truly put us over the top. So yeah, if he goes, it sucks, but I won't lose any sleep over that. Right. And then Jack
Not just
Max is seeing he has no more guaranteed money left after an injury, thinking he is human now. No more guaranteed money. Max has 2 years left on his contract. No leverage. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I know that guarantees a part. They just gave him that bonus last year, right? I'm probably for that reason.
yeah.
And I get what Jeff is saying. He's how old are you, Nate?
I'm 26.
So Max is 27, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He had surgery last year on the offseason, came back, he was healthy.
Right.
Week 3, he was out against Cleveland, or 4?
Yeah.
Right?
He got
Early in the
rolled.
season. He missed that
Yeah, he
game.
got
Had
rolled.
another thing with the ankle. Came back, was playing, and got rolled on again, right? He missed the game, and then now he's done for the season. Do I think he's going to be injury prone? No, but I think Jeff does. When you think of it that way, your body starts to get the wear and tear. So does this become an ongoing issue for you, But I think to a player like Max, it's a little different where he's not just going to sit because he's hurt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Max is
Yeah,
only
he has to
20.
start realizing that to play different. That's the thing. If he wants longevity, wants guaranteed money, he has to start
Mhm.
playing a little bit different. Not play, all snaps, 110% every game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's gonna wear you down. You're human. That's fortunately. I wish he was not human and robotic, and we can use him up as we please, but that
Mhm.
just doesn't work that way.
I think my only fear with that is we get a Khalil Mack situation again.
Yeah.
People were
I
saying
think-
that was fine. The money, we get the capital, we're able to build a team, and we didn't build shit.
I think the difference
Yeah.
between that is the GMs make a huge difference, and the people controlling the team at that time. I believe Tom
Steve already
Telesco
said it. Okay.
with those three picks would have been a lot better off than what
Mhm.
the Gruden and Mayock ended up getting. Obviously, we hit on Josh Jacobs, but that's the only one out of 3 first-round picks in the same draft. That's insane.
Yeah. Even that year
I-
when we had those 3, that was God.
Yeah.
I just feel it's a no-brainer. If somebody comes offering, you listen to all offers. I'm sorry, whether people like it or not, but if somebody comes knocking on the door or ringing the phone at the Raiders HQ and says to Telesco, hey, we're really interested in acquiring Max from you. I mean, not Max, Max from you. How many draft picks would it take? And if I'm Telesco, I'm saying 3 first rounders, and then let them start the negotiations from there.
Mm-hmm.
Go from there, and if it works, it works. You take it. So, and like someone just said, he's never had more than 15 sacks in the season, which is true.
Right.
But I'd rather have multiple defensive guys that we could put out there where their combined sacks put us in a better spot overall on defense than have to rely on one guy all the time to get 15 sacks in the season or 20 sacks in the season. I'd rather have it come from multiple positions on the defense, because you know what that means? That means we got a hell of a defense, and we can get you from any point on the field rather than
any side.
one guy.
And that's why I've always wanted the other guy on the opposite side for that reason.
Yeah.
Because when it's just him, teams can focus on him. 2-3 dudes on him, right?
Yeah.
There's a way to neutralize that when it's just him. If you don't have the guy on there. My number has always been 20, 40, 20. Right? 20, like what was it? 20 interceptions, 40 sacks, things like, or turnovers and 40 sacks. That's what I wanted. 40 total from the D line, not just Max doing the majority of that. I'm not with you on that side. Fucking Chris. Free Max. Max will likely leave if he doesn't like the vision put in place. We should let him compete in meaningful games while we try to rebuild our team. Now, when it comes to that part, I will say yeah, right, because the person that I've talked to, about, I'm gonna leave this up there because it's funny, that I've talked to about Josh. A lot of the main reasons why Josh didn't take whatever they offered him or whatever was because he didn't like the vision that they told him about the team. He had heard that we weren't gonna get one of these quarterbacks, that it was gonna be Gardner and AOC. So he didn't like that vision that we were going. So that was part of the reason why he moved on, right? And I think when it comes to Max to me is the same way. If he doesn't hear that we're gonna do something, right? Say that we don't get one of these quarterbacks, even if it's not the top 2, Jeff, right? Say we get one of the second tier ones, right? But as long as you're making Matt move towards that, bringing in more weapons and strengthening that, maybe that changes Max's view, right? Or even the vision as a front office. What are you guys doing with the coach? All right? Who's going to come in here? Who are you guys bringing in here? Is this motherfucker going to come in and dismantle everything? Are we going to do this again? Yeah. So when it comes to that, if we have a coach that's going to come in here and dismantle everything, then I'm with Chris and Free Max.
Yeah.
At that point, I'll be like, let him go to Detroit. Let this fool win the Super Bowl over there, and then he could come back and retire like Seawood did. Yeah.
That's why I've said that before too. It's like, let him go now. Like, say Detroit wants him, you let him go to Detroit. Right. He goes up there for a few years, and by the time his contract's due to end there, we can bring. Hopefully, we're at the right point where we just need him back to be that one more additional piece to put us into and win the Super Bowl.
Right. Right.
I'm fine with that too. Bring him back. Let him retire as a Raider. Help us get the Super Bowl.
Right.
Because I ain't waiting another 40 fucking years, because I'll be dead. In my 90s, and I ain't living to 90.
Right. Without injuries, would our defense be top 5? Now, top 5, you're talking more turnovers, right? More interceptions, things of that nature. Top 5, I don't know, but I would definitely, I said it earlier, top 10. To me, top 5 is very elite, right? When you're talking about top 5.
Yeah.
I predicted prior to the season, I said top 5. That all healthy prior to the season on my YouTube channel, I said we would be a top 5 defense. And I still believe that. If everybody stayed healthy, Jacorian Bennett breaks out how he did. I mean, the way the safeties have been playing. I mean, even if what's his name, Marcus Epps gets hurt, Paulo Mouse still steps in. Like, I think we still are a great defense if everybody's healthy.
Yeah. And no. If we get a QB, it's not a tear down; it's a restructure. I get that part. But I mean, if you're talking about Jack, if we do from the coaching staff, new head coach, new coordinators, cleaning house, then at that point, I'm gonna be like, yeah, free Max, bro. Yeah. Yeah. So why so many YouTubers talking about Dylan Gabriel? Because he's good in college, bro. He's one of the good college quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Short or not.
number one in the
Short
nation.
or not, bro. The dude gets it done, and he's gotten it done.
Nation.
Yeah. In the
It's
toughest
probably going to
conference.
be the one we get.
Probably. And it was
That's
funny
six.
because in the middle of the season, we have our another group chat, and I was telling with them that was one of the dudes we talked about outside of Cam and Shador. Was Dylan Gabriel was one dude we always kept our eye on. He was one of them. I think the majority of us in that group are Miro, like absolutely not Miro. No, yeah.
Except for Jay.
Except for
Except for him. He wants
right.
a sixth.
Hey, but we're gonna trade up. I don't even know.
BZ.
We're gonna trade up.
See, and I hear you, Jay, but at the same time, if we're gonna do that, understand what that means. We're gonna have to give up first rounds from next year.
You go all in, man.
So if you're gonna be on that part, you can't be one of the fans that says it. You got to be all on board with that shit. Yeah.
You know, I've been saying this shit for I don't know how long now.
Yeah.
So I've always said we got to go all in. This is a fun draft. You go all in. You bet the farm. You have to. You got to build a future. That's just with quarterback.
He did say it on his podcast. To be fair, when we were on there,
I've been saying it for months.
No, I did. That's why when you said at number 6, I was like, "Wait up, what happened? What changed?"
But we said like we don't trade up. We just said we stay at
right. If we stay at 6, yeah.
You did say
that was a question. So I can't trade up. I gotta take what I have.
Do we re-sign what?
Case.
Casey.
Who is Casey?
Chason?
Oh, Caleb on Chason, yeah.
Caleb on Chason?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
and Isaiah Palomar.
Isaiah Palomar. Man. I think Isaiah stays and so does Chason.
Both.
I really do.
Yeah.
I was like the Dakota ring in the other room.
Ooh, this is the tough one right here, right? Would you keep AP and all coaching staff next year? Ooh,
I'm
Nate,
keeping AP, not offensive coordinator. Patrick Graham can stay, but not the offensive coordinator. We need a brand new offensive coordinator for
You're
sure.
done with the Turners. They can go.
They can go
North Carolina with Belichick.
Bye, Tar Heels. Bye.
That's probably what's going to happen anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
That's probably what's
if AP anyway. Stays, there's 2 coaches I want to see stay, and that's Graham and Philbin. Other than that, the rest can all pound tar.
No, the DB coach. You got to keep the DB coach.
Yeah, okay.
Our D-line coach, Leonard, he's good. Yeah.
All right, fine. We'll keep some. Yeah, if it's going to make Graham good still, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll keep what helps him. Let him decide who stays and who goes. Say this
and
is
I only think Graham stays
if
AP stays. I think if we replace AP, I think Graham goes.
Yeah.
And that whole defensive staff. Yeah.
Well, supposedly he's going to start taking interviews as well during the offseason for head coach.
Well, he will. He did last year.
Yeah, exactly.
He already has. So, yeah.
But on the offensive side, Philbin for sure. What he's done in that offensive line.
He said, if we trade up, that would be the most ridiculous and counterproductive move ever. Especially if we trade the Jaguars 3 first-round picks to move up to get a QB. And I think you're saying counterproductive because we won, right? Because we should have just laid down on the field and not won, right?
Well, I think because the Jaguars are so much further ahead of us as far as they have their franchise quarterback already. They have a good receiver. Yeah. Their defense is starting to look up. Like, they have pieces already in place. Running back. They got good running backs. Like,
the tight end was hurt this year, but he'll be back.
Yeah, they're kind of ahead on everything.
Yeah. Yeah, and that part's true. Yeah. He says AP has to go. Can't imagine a game he can't pick coordinators, and he is too defensive minded. The game hasn't changed, y'all. The only way you beat Kansas City is not by outshooting them.
Yeah.
The way you beat Kansas City is by playing tough defense against them and getting.
We proved that on Christmas last year.
Exactly. We even did it this year, right? On Black Friday. Yeah.
Yeah.
You beat KC by playing defense. As much as it's an offensive league, defense is still
Mhm.
present. The
Mhm.
running game
Yeah.
is back, y'all. Did y'all know the running
Exactly.
game is back? There's
Yeah.
like 5 running backs that are gonna have over 300 carries this season.
Crazy.
Right? JJ is gonna be one of them.
Yeah.
And they're on the winning teams, bro. Other than Atlanta with Bijan.
Yeah.
I think he's the only one that's on the losing team. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you go back a few years, the last few years, it's only been like 1 or 2 running backs that were worth a shit.
Right.
If you look at it from a fantasy standpoint, that's when you really knew that the running backs just weren't what they used to be. You know, it's
From
not
the
like
fantasy
back when-
standpoint, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like it was when Barry was playing and AP and all these guys where they were, rushing for, 1,800 yards every season, and not just
Mhm.
1 or 2 running backs. We're talking like 5 or 6, and then even the ones after those first 5 or 6 were still running for over 1,500 yards.
Right.
You know, it's just the way the game evolved, but now it seems to be going back that way because defenses are getting so good at stopping the passing game or kind of slowing it down that offenses are having to change again and get more running backs involved and become more of a running game, which
Yeah.
is why there's so many damn running backs this year that are worth the shit. Last
was a
year there was
lot.
what, 2 running backs worth anything, and even the year before that,
Yeah, it
running
had
backs-
taken even you could, by the way, they were getting paid, right? Because people
Yeah.
were saying
Oh
they're
God.
not
Yeah.
existent
Mhm.
anymore. Yeah.
Well, look at
This
Najee
year they
Harris.
seem to finally change it.
2 million
Yeah.
this year. That's super low.
Mhm.
2 million a year.
Who would you draft for running back other than Genty? I like 2 dudes.
Mm.
I like Scadaboo, right? I like him.
Mhm.
Well, 3 because I'm a Notre Dame fan. I like Julian Love.
Julian Love is good. Julian Love is very good.
And then the kid from Kansas, Neil.
Devin Neal.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, he's
I
good.
do like
What about
me.
that?
Yeah,
What
I
is
do
it?
like me.
Hamilton?
Who?
Who?
Is it Hamilton or Howard? Who the hell am I?
For what school?
Oh Christ! We're gonna
Ohio
ask me
State?
that.
Like, I don't know.
The Ohio State running backs are good.
Quishon Judkins is insane.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Forget who it is now.
Scatabo is probably arguably one of my favorite backs coming into this draft, and he's being projected at like 6th round, and that's insane to me. Ollie Gordon, the leading rusher in the nation last year, he has a lot of like off the field issues. Devin Neal's another good one. There's a lot of good backs. There's a lot of talent in this draft, honestly.
Mhm.
Especially
There's a lot of running backs. There really
Yeah.
is a lot of running backs. Yeah. Yeah. That part is true. Yeah.
Oh, Hampton from North
Hampton,
Carolina.
North Carolina.
North Carolina,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I had to look the name up. I knew I wasn't saying it right.
Yeah. I think I'm like Nate. You tell me the school and I know the running back.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. Dylan Simpson from Tennessee.
Caleb Johnson is another good
Caleb
one.
Johnson's another good one
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
Iowa. He's another good one. Yeah. All right, Jack. What free agents you want next year? And he wants T. Higgins. You want T, bro. Don't get mad. We got paid 30 plus for a receiver. I'm telling you right
That's
now.
a lot of money. Yeah,
He's
he's
gonna
got
have
a
to
lot
play
of
expensive,
30
yeah.
plus million for that wide receiver, right? And then he said KC. Chase on
The right
again,
guy,
right?
AC.
Oh no, Casey's right
Oh,
guard. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Him. Yeah.
I'm
Chubb.
fine with that one.
He said Chubb, right? If the
Nope.
money is left over, signing Spillane, Hobbs, Morick, Kuntz, and restructure Max and Miller.
I like the KC one.
like that.
Right
I do
guard.
like him.
I would say Godwin instead for wide receiver instead of Higgins, and Najee Harris instead of Chubb. I just don't
I like
trust
Najee
Chubb's
Harris.
injury history.
Najee has
Yeah.
fumbleitis though. Ugh.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, I don't like that about Najee.
I like T a lot, but he's gonna want a ton of money, and I don't think
Yeah.
we're gonna be willing to
Higgins?
pay that. Yeah,
We're talking upwards of close to 30 mil. No, thank you.
exactly.
Yeah, T is plus 30. Exactly. Yeah. See, but he brought up an interesting thing with re-signing, right? Spillane. I'm cool with that.
Yep.
Hobbs, it depends on how much.
It depends.
Because
Yeah,
that
it depends.
injury
yeah.
thing is you
Morick.
can only use that injury thing for so long, bro. You've been getting injured every
Yeah.
year. You know, how reliable are you? As
Yeah,
much as I like
Exactly.
you, you know. Morig, I'm cool with that.
I'm good.
Kuntz, same way. How much?
I think he's gonna
Right?
be cheap.
Because now we got Chase on, and is Kuntz gonna say no? Like I balled out, like I'm due to get paid. But it all depends. You know, this is their payday. What kind of contract we're gonna give Kuntz? All right.
Yeah.
And then restructures for Max and Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Colton
I like
Miller.
restructuring Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. You like that? You like that?
To restructure Miller, yeah, because I think he's going to get paid too much money on the back end of his contract. If we put it a little bit more up front, get some more guaranteed, that contract's not going to be as much, and it gives us more cap space for this year.
Yeah. That's I'm kind of glad that the order and way things go. Right, the season ends. Right. Hopefully, we eliminate the Chargers from the playoffs. Yes, I want us to win that one too.
That would be sweet.
You know? And then that Monday, we'll see if our coach stays or not. That's the Black Monday, right? That Monday after the regular season ends. All right. You see how much where we're gonna go at that point. That'll be decided what coaches are staying, which ones are going, right? And then free agency. Who we're bringing in, what type of players are we bringing in, right? Who comes in as an OC? Is it the Turners or say Dayball gets fired? You know, my wish comes true. And then we get Dayball as an OC, right?
Yeah.
Or say even PG takes a job and we get Saleh as a D coordinator. Like, hey, I'll be happy. I'll be happy with that combination, you know? But I mean, again, I'm dreaming, but then I think that's when we'll start to see the direction this team, you know, even when we get towards the draft, you know, what are they going to do with Minshew? They're just going to cut him and take that money as a loss, you know, that salary cap hit because we got so much cap space. Yeah. How does AOC look those last two games? You know, this one right now, and then that Charger game in Vegas. Yeah. Last year he balled out at the last game. I was at the last one when we played the Broncos. Yeah. Last year he made me a believer that last game. So. And now, when I mean believer, I don't mean like he's the future of the franchise. Giving me shit.
Before we bring out the whiteboard on you.
Before the sign comes up and says, Leo said he's a believer.
I got it on record.
Right? Have it on record. Like, no. By believer, I meant like as the quarterback to see what he can do. Right? Not as the future. Right? He said, we need to sign our own D, like he said, and we need to bring in Aaron Jones for running back and a left guard and a right guard. All right. Aaron Jones. How did he do in Minnesota?
He did decent, but he was injured.
Yeah. He was injured,
quite
right?
a bit.
Yeah, that's why we bring injured players, man. No. Especially at running backs when you get that injury bug, you know?
Yeah.
That would be my thing with Chubb. I like Chubb.
Older.
I do like Chubb. But his injury history would
would
be the question mark. He's
Chubb
30 years old.
Yeah,
he's Aaron Jones. He's 30 years old and he's right now getting paid $7 million.
Yeah, see, he doesn't pass the rundown test. He's over 30.
Yeah. Whereas like Najee's 26 and he gets paid 3.2.
Yeah.
But either way, if we do sign one in free agency, I still think we draft one. We still got to draft.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
There's too much talent to not, honestly.
Yeah, we can get Ezekiel Elliott for $2 million.
No
Zeke. Way. See, now you're gonna laugh, but I wanted Zeke coming out of college.
Oh yeah,
I wanted Zeke. I was hoping we would get him, and then I saw Dallas trade up to get him, and I was like, "Oh, there goes that one." But not that Al would probably have done it. I don't know, but
Hey, real quick, I know we talked about Brock and his record. So he has 7 catches from breaking Darren Waller's team record of 107 catches. And he's 10 yards from breaking Hall of Famer Mike Ditka's rookie.
Only 10?
Only 10.
10 yards.
Wow. Yeah, he hits it on Sunday for sure.
And 107 is the rookie receiving record as well. Receptions by Puka Nacua.
Oh, that's Puka. Yeah, it was Puka.
Yeah.
Well, 107 catches is what Darren Waller's team record is for the Raiders. So he's going to break that one too.
Yeah.
He's only 6 catches away from that.
See, that'll be dope. He said, I wanted Chargers to win. I want the Queefs, Donkeys, and Bolts to take each other out. I see a Philly win in the Super Bowl. Nah, bro.
Over who?
To me, it's going to be crazy to see who comes out of the AFC because they're going to basically beat each other to death coming out of there.
Yeah.
I'm still putting my money on Buffalo.
Buffalo is nice.
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Yeah,
Buffalo's contending.
I saw Lamar last week. I saw him this week. And I wish I could see that Lamar Jackson in the postseason. Like if I could see that regular season Lamar Jackson in the postseason, I would think this is the year they finally go.
Oh
but for some reason, every time they get there, Lamar just is not the same.
Oh yeah.
Well, again, there was a stint where he went a few years, not even playing the last few games because of injury.
Yeah,
which just put them in a different bracket for the playoffs. They were always behind the 8 ball.
He said Mike Ditka did it in 14 games. Yeah.
Jeez.
He might have had a better quarterback too, though, Arnie. We had some shitty quarterbacks on this ball hours. And then he says, "Watch out for Green Bay on the back of man. If Green Bay makes the Super Bowl, that might be who I cheer for."
I don't think so.
That'll be probably if they make the Super Bowl. That'll probably be who I cheer for.
Yeah.
Well, Green Bay could be scary in the playoffs, man.
They could. Yeah. They were last year with Love, and this year they added the run game. They're a whole different team now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I saw that movie yesterday, The Fire Within. Mm-hmm. I went to the movies.
I like Detroit coming out of the NFC. I don't know.
What about Detroit?
I like Detroit a lot.
I like Detroit.
Well, I think they're too injured.
Picking it all the way.
They're injured, but they still have the key pieces on the offense, right?
Yeah.
They got that solid ass O line, right? They got the running back, right? They got the QB golf, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got the receiver. So they've been playing tough, and they're still the top one. That they play this weekend, right? Minnesota and Green Bay.
Yeah, and
that's gonna be a good game. Mm-hmm.
And Detroit should be getting Aiden Hutchinson back too soon.
You think?
Yeah,
so?
he might come back for the
Super
Bowl or the NFC.
They said it a couple of weeks ago that he could be ready by either the mid playoffs or at least by the NFC Championship.
Yeah, I had heard the same, that by the NFC Championship.
So if they make it to the NFC Championship and he comes in and plays, and they make it, I mean, it's going to be that shot in the arm that Detroit's going to need, and they're just going to. Yeah, I'm telling you that I just can't see Detroit losing this on the NFC side.
No,
unless they go up against somebody like I'm telling you, I think Green Bay could really do some damage
like Green Bay.
Yeah,
I like Green Bay.
Yeah. Who did Detroit lose to?
Oh shit!
Did they lose to Tampa? I think they lost to Tampa.
Tampa was one of them. Okay,
I think so.
Well, I mean, yeah. I can't remember who they lost to.
They have 2 losses.
Yeah, it's 2. Mm-hmm.
I think it's Tampa is 1, and then I don't know who the other one is.
Buffalo.
Is it Buffalo?
Yeah, remember Buffalo beat them in the shootout, or did they beat Buffalo?
No, I think it was it in the first game of the year? I think they lost to who did they play the first game of the year?
I can't remember.
That sounds right too.
That's where Jordan Love got hurt. That's where Jordan Love got hurt. And they couldn't, and they had to bring in the backup, and he couldn't do it. And it was like 20 seconds left in the game or 30 seconds left in the game. I remember because I talked to my boss about that, and they lost that game.
Yeah,
the Lions lost to Tampa Bay.
And the
Buffalo.
Bills. Yeah.
Bills, right? It was Buffalo.
Yeah, the Bills.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
48-42, and then the Tampa Bay game was 20-16. That was in Detroit.
Actually,
both those
that
games
one was in Detroit.
The other one was in Detroit too. Yeah, the Buffalo game was in Detroit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would be That's a lot of people's favorite in the NFC is Detroit. Yeah. Anybody else glad it's not the 49ers this year?
No? For sure.
Yeah.
I don't have that hatred for the 49ers.
Me either, Jeff. Me either.
I get it. I mean, I'm not saying I like them. I'm just
it's like mid-level.
Just like you guys don't have the hatred for the Patriots. Me, I can't fucking stand the Patriots.
I do because of what happened, but I've been able to move on from that.
Yeah. I hate it because of living with these arrogant
you live close by
those years.
Yeah.
You know, where there's a whole generation of fans for the Patriots that didn't know shit about how they used to suck beforehand, before they became good.
Yeah.
It just drives me absolutely nuts. Some people think that the Patriots started in 2000. It's like, no, they've been around since 1960 and they sucked for years.
Yeah.
Like they started as a franchise?
Yeah, they started.
Yeah, I think there's some people that started. Yeah,
some people that don't realize that the Patriots even existed before the logo they have now. Like you mentioned, Pat the Patriot. They're like, who the hell is that? Like, the guy down in the stands.
Oh, Sun Goddess said, after Jacob said the Packer fans are the most loyal fans in the NFL, I don't want them to win shit. And she's definitely one that's happy the 49ers didn't make it because she's from the Bay Area. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, like I know Jack can't stand the 49ers.
Oh, I know Jack. That's why I said it. I know Jack can't stand them. Yeah. Yeah.
The Rams are starting to grow on me like that too.
Yeah, the Seahawks is an old rivalry for the Raiders. You have to have been around for the old AFC West for that one. Yeah. I remember that Seahawk rivalry. Yeah. And then Josh Jacobs has a reason to be pissed that Tom Telesco never offered him a contract. As Raider fans, we should be pissed too.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean,
I think he's asking for way too much money for them what we were wanting to give for, especially at running back.
But even when you think about the contract he got, it's just 1 year guaranteed. The rest is, yeah. So it's not like he really left for more money.
Right. I don't know, because I seen like when all that was happening, like I don't know why he was lenient to give that kind or accept that kind of contract with other teams, but he was like pushing the envelope for when the Raiders were trying to negotiate. That's what I seen, at least. I don't know.
But if you remember what Chris was saying earlier, it was that vision.
That's true.
I think Josh saw that turmoil with these two fucknuts at quarterback and our offensive coordinator.
True. Very true.
Yeah, like he probably had the foresight to be like, yeah, I'm not about to, not up in here. Yeah. Yeah, because even a rundown will tell me, do you think Josh would have success running in this offense? And I was like,
probably not. Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's always rundowns push back to me when I said I miss Josh. That part's true. Yeah. He definitely doesn't pay the running back. He didn't want to pay what's his name? Eckler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of smart too, though. Eckler is not very good right now.
It wasn't because he couldn't handle Sin City. I don't know if you know this, but you know how many kids Josh Jacobs has?
How many what?
Kids.
How many kids?
Is he close to Tyreek Hill?
Oh, I don't think anyone's close to
He's probably like second.
But he's probably second, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up there.
Yeah.
That's just amazing.
Yeah. Is that when Black Monday comes, is AP our head coach? Yeah. I think so. I think he'll still be a coach. I think most of us said yeah, right?
What's that?
Yeah.
That if AP when Black Monday comes, will AP still be our head coach?
I think so.
I think so.
I wouldn't be shocked if he is. Yeah. I wouldn't be as shocked like I was when they announced Minshew the starter. That's when I was fucking shocked.
Midway through the season when they still named him the starter?
No. When they first named him initially.
Oh, at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, the beginning of the season, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in that sense, yeah, no. Yeah. He said, hey, he has hella kids. He does, bro. He's up there. Yeah. Josh Jacobs was third in the third best running back in Raider history.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of old school Raider fans will name out the older ones that I don't even remember watching, but yeah. My running back history starts with Marcus. Yeah. Marcus moving forward. But I know
no one was running back before that. And Leo,
I know there was, but I don't know those guys. Is what I'm saying. I know who they are. I've heard of them, like Kenny King, right? What's the other one? Mark Van Egan.
Pete Van
Yeah. See. Yeah, those are the ones, and I know when you numbers wise, yeah, I thought to me the numbers things too is a big thing, you know, because even you said it. Carr's one of the highest up there in yards when it comes to our quarterbacks, right?
He's one.
I don't consider
one.
him the best quarterback in Raiders.
Oh yeah.
No, no. I'm not saying he's the best,
Mhm.
but he is number one when it comes to passing yards and like statistic wise.
Yeah.
He surpassed.
The addition of games probably helps that significantly, though.
And the pass happy league.
Yeah, that too.
You know, that was a huge difference too. Yeah.
I don't know, man. We were always a pass happy team back in the day, though, too.
Yeah, but not like this. Well, even then, but yeah, not the extent of yards that these fools get.
Yeah, I mean, Stabler wasn't out there throwing for 250 to 300 yards every
right.
game.
Yeah. I remember when 250, 300 yards used to be like an accolade, right? Like, damn, he threw that many yards. Now it's like this motherfucker didn't throw 300. He sucks.
Yeah.
You know?
Just like with running backs, the measuring stick used to be if you broke 1,000 yards, you were good. If you broke 1,500 yards in a season, you were top tier.
There you go.
And then it got to the point where everybody was getting close to 1,500 yards.
Yeah.
And then it just declined again.
Oh, there you go. So you want me to name the best running back? Here it goes. Who's the best running back, Jack? While we wait for that, Sun God, is Josh Jacobs and Nick Cannon run neck and neck.
I'm dead.
You see why he needed the money?
I got child support.
Oh man, yeah. Who's the best? I wonder who's gonna say is the best running back. Napoleon Kaufman was good. I like Nappy.
Napoleon Kaufman.
I wish he wouldn't have retired early, but yeah, he was good. Man, the one that I really, really liked, and the only reason I know about Turf Toe is because of him, is McFadden. I love Derek McFadden, bro, but he stayed hurt so much. It was like, ugh.
Yeah, he did.
I don't understand why people consider Wheatley one of our great running backs. It's not like he did like 1,000, 1,500 yard seasons for us. Like he was our goal line touchdown dude, right? Him and Zach Crockett were that package, but I mean, and I like Wheatley. No shade on Wheatley. I liked him, but I wouldn't say he's one of our best running backs. Justin Fargas. Now I know you're done, Arnie.
Justin Fargas.
Fargas had one direction. Bro, and it was just great. That fool had no vision. It used to drive me mad how many people like Justin Fargas. Give Justin Fargas the ball. Give Justin Fargas the ball. He runs hard. Like hard into his own fucking players. Like Jesus.
Most of the offensive line had an imprint on their back of the face mask.
Yeah. My favorite running back is Marcus. Of course, it's Marcus and Bo. Those are who I grew up watching. But yeah, Kaufman's good. Gardner was a good one. I like Gardner. Charlie Gardner was good. That was back in the Gruden era. Yeah. We had that dude.
That offense was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was. Hey, do you think any other QB besides Rich was the one for his offense, or it was just perfect with Rich?
I think it was perfect. I mean,
right?
I think it was.
I couldn't see any other quarterback that was in that era that would have been the right other fit for it. I mean, he just had it, you know. I mean, Gannon was like basically, in my eyes, he was kind of like the Peyton Manning for us at that time because
at that time, he was such a fucking
control an offense.
Yeah,
because he was a smart guy. He knew what he was doing out there. You know, he didn't even need Gruden to call the plays, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
he did a lot of audibles too.
What was that? The record? Yeah. Didn't he set that on Monday for the most completions in a row in a game? Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it was against Denver. I remember watching that. Yeah. She said, "Come on, Arnie. Justin was the original One Direction."
That's funny.
Oh my god, that's funny. That's funny. Bobby Williams was another one. That one had a long ass neck, bro.
Turkey neck. We used to call him Turkey neck.
Yeah. He said Marcus Allen, but in reality, not. Here we
go.
He says Bo Jackson, right? Josh Jacobs and Charlie Garner. Oh, there is more trying to keep up really quick. Marcus, but in reality, not Bo. A lot of people think Bo. My only thing with not naming Bo number one is because it was such a short time. But he did a crazy shit in a short time period. Like I remember as a kid, like I knew as a fan, we didn't go to Raider games till October because that's when Bo showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I would ask my uncle, when are we going? When are we going? Like next month when Bo comes. Like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man, if he would have played football full time and not even touched baseball, oh my God. And if he didn't get hurt, what could have been with that guy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nobody could stop him. And he was a big son of a bitch, too. And
he was huge, bro. Strong. Yeah.
As big as he was, man, he outdistanced everybody. Nobody could catch him. Once he was by you, that was it. You might as well just stop chasing him because you ain't gonna catch him.
And the way he would turn those corners, dude, the way he would turn, he was gone. It was like ridiculous. Watching him and Barry turn those corners, it was like crazy. Yeah. Yeah. It was just sad the way he got hurt though. Like running, the dude pulled, and then his hip got pulled out or whatever. Like Jesus Christ.
Socket fucked him for life.
I saw. I forgot what was documentary I saw, and it was actually the fact that they didn't think it was that serious that made it worse.
Mm-hmm.
I think I forgot what documentary.
I think it's a 30 for 30.
Was it? Yeah.
I think
so when that happened, they thought he could just let it heal and he'll be ready for the next week. But he needed to go have surgery right then and there in order to be able to salvage what they could. But because they waited so long, like it got worse. Yeah. Because remember, after that, we were going to play Buffalo. So they were hoping that after that, it was going to heal and he'll be able to go against Buffalo. But then he couldn't. Yeah. That's why that's crazy. I remember when I saw that. I think it was one of those 30 for 30s. I like watching.
Yeah, because there is a 30 for 30 on Bo Jackson. I'm pretty sure it is that one.
I think it was on that one. Yeah. Yeah. He said if Carr played versus the Raiders this weekend and the Raiders won, DC will have lost to all. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bad right there.
Play.
He'll be in the record.
Yeah, I know, right? A lot of the Carr fans are glad he didn't play. Nappy was another one. Joe Aska. That's an old running back too. Wasn't he like number 35? I think I remember that dude. Bo was Barry and Walter. Bo was if Barry and Walter Payton had a son.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. See, and for me that was crazy because those were my two favorite running backs, was Bo and Barry. Yeah. I loved watching Barry Sanders run. I couldn't help it. I never wore another team's jersey, but if I could, I would wear him or Dion's jersey. Those were my two players growing up. That were not Raiders. Yeah. I knew Justin Fargas is the son of old school from what's his name? Huggy Bears?
Was it Huggy Bear from Starsky and Hutch?
Yeah,
it was from a TV show, Starsky and Hutch.
No, okay. What's crazy with Bo was the number 1 overall pick. Doesn't sign, and the next year the Raiders get him in the 7th round. Yeah, that was where I saw the same thing. Why he didn't sign with Tampa? Because they took him on a flight, or they took him somewhere, and they made him ineligible to finish baseball.
Yeah,
so that's why he didn't want to play for the Bucks.
Yep.
Yeah. Sugar Bear was from the cereal, man. Golden Crisp. That was Sugar Bear.
Huggy Bear.
He said pure Peyton made him love football. And then Bo made me love the thing. Yeah. Huggy Bear. See, Sun Goddess, I was right. Yeah. Huggy Bear. That's who it was. Huggy Bear's kid. I was waiting for Sun Goddess.
Yep. Antonio Fargas was his dad.
Antonio Fargas? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Sugar Bear was the dude from the cereal box, Chef.
Yeah, Huggy Bear was it.
Huggy Bear.
Yeah, Starsky and Hutch. Way before half the people in this channel were even born.
Yeah, I remember Huggy Bear. Yeah. I may not look it, but I'm up there with Jeff, y'all. I'm from Indiana, and I have been a Raider fan since the early 90s. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So then you knew about that's the Hostetler era, bro.
Yeah.
That was my time right there going to the Coliseum during the Hostetler era. And Jay Schrader, Jesus Christ. Talk about quarterback purgatory, bro.
That was our quarterback in 93 when I saw them play here against the Patriots in the old Sullivan Stadium.
That was the one before Gillette?
Yeah, we beat the piss out of them, too.
Yeah. See, the Patriots to me were always this like nobody team growing up.
Yeah.
They
That's
they
why the-
really were like the garbage team of the NFL.
Dude, there was a time where in New England they couldn't even get people to buy tickets. They would have to give them away on radio shows
See, I believe
for
that.
people to
Mhm.
go to
Wow.
games. Like my parents were always, because my parents were both Patriots fans. They were always able to go to Patriots games when I was a kid. I remember them going all the time because they got tickets last minute, and they were dirt cheap. You know,
Mhm.
so it's like nobody once they hired Bill Parcells, that's when
With Bledsoe and
everything
them.
started. Yep, that's when everything started to change.
Yeah.
You know, like I got a real good friend of mine that I've known since we were in elementary school, and he's been a Patriots fan since we were kids. And he's like one of the only Patriots fans I actually respect, other than obviously my
Because he's been a
parents,
Patriots fan forever.
because he was there from the beginning.
Yeah.
So once Bill Parcells took over as the head coach, he went and bought season tickets, and he's got them still to this day. So he's been a season ticket holder for well over 30 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
that's how I was. My brother, my brother's the only Chiefs fan that I
was a Pats fan during that era.
Yeah. My brother was a Chiefs fan from the Marty Schottenheimer days. Dave Craig, Derek Thomas. Like my brother's been a Chiefs fan for a long time. So yeah, he's the only one that I don't fuck with. All the other ones, yeah. Mm-hmm. What did he say? The Raiders trade for John. Did he mean Jay Schrader for All Pro? Left tackle John Clay was the bust trade. Absolutely. I don't remember that trade. We traded for Schrader?
I don't remember that one.
That was how we ended up. Is that how we got Schrader? And people want to tell me Al knew what he was doing his whole career? Fuck out of here. See, I wouldn't have known that because back then I was a kid, so I didn't know the trades and stuff like that. Yeah.
Dude, the only reason he drafted Jamarcus Russell is because he saw a video of him throwing a ball like 70 yards from his knees.
He never studied the film, bro.
That's what made him say, I want that guy.
Yeah.
And
I talked to a dude in New Orleans when I went there, and he said that if the Raiders would have did their homework on Jamarcus, they would have known, even in New Orleans, he was known as a codeine addict. That he never worked out, and he always got by on just his athletic ability, but he never trained, worked out to get better. Yeah, I was like, wow. But yeah, I could see Al doing it. I mean, look at what Al did with DHB, right? That dude's fast, first round pick. Like, what the fuck? Who is this guy?
Yeah,
the Raiders select Darius Hayward Bay. I was like, what?
Yeah,
and we could have had somebody like Crabtree instead.
Crabtree, was that Crabtree or Macklin? One of those. Yeah.
No, it was Crabtree, I think.
Yeah, see, it was Jay Schrader. Oh my god, bro! I did not know that, Jeff. I didn't need you to tarnish my L legacy like that. Oh my god, what was our best trade in our favor? Should have drafted Megatron instead of Russell. I mean, hey, Megatron was the one, bro. Or even when we drafted Gallery, he was such a bust.
Adrian Peterson too.
Adrian Peterson was another one we could have. There was so many, dude. It's crazy. I think that's why a lot of us want to go get our guy in the draft because we've passed on so many over the years, dude.
What did Ani ask? What was our best trade?
What was our best
favor
in our favor in our history? Our best trade
hasn't happened yet.
I don't think it has. Who did we trade for that like came out balling? Our best move was cutting D'Angelo Hall. After we paid him all that money to come over here and get burnt.
Oh God, yeah, that was horrible.
That was so horrible, man. Yeah.
And then he just
best trade. I don't know what our best trade was. I can't think of a positive trade.
I can't either, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, Gannon was a free agent move. That wasn't a trade.
Yeah, no, Gannon was a free agent. Yeah. See, now free agent is different. Like,
it's probably Gannon
up there.
I would definitely put Gannon in that for sure.
Jerry Rice is another one, right?
Rice is a good one.
Yeah.
Who else? I like Crabtree. Crabtree was good when he was here with Carr.
Underrated.
That was one of the most underrated free agent signings. Even if he got his chain snatched, like
He fought to get it back.
All these old wounds. Jack, I love you, but why do you keep opening up all these old wounds?
Yeah, right. He does that all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, what was it like? 22 other teams passed on Aaron Rodgers too. That's all right.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah, but they might have passed on him too. But like when we pass on a good player or future like Hall of Famer, and it's always for some schmuck that doesn't even last more than half a season half the time.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
Fabian Washington, perfect example. The guy was a complete bust and a bum.
The Marino draft, who did we pick?
Oh my God. That's what, 84, 85?
Yeah, 84, 83. Jerry Rice is another one. He's a Screw Rogers.
Well, that's
Plus,
tough
we
to
suck
see
at
with the
draft.
Marino one because look who came out in that draft though too. It wasn't just Marino.
No, it was a bunch. Well, Elway was number one.
Elway was one, yeah.
He just didn't want to play for the Colts.
Jim Kelly,
Yeah.
Tony Eason.
Yeah, Kelly went to the USFL.
It was a bust for the Patriots though too, but
yeah, there was a bunch. I saw the 30 for 30 on that the other day too. Yeah.
Elway to Marino.
Our best free agent ever, Jim Plunkett or Rich Gannon? Well, Plunkett won the Super Bowls.
Ooh, all right. In that case, I gotta go Plunkett.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said us
What was it,
used to
84?
like when we drafted. I don't know. When we used to draft Heisman Trophy winners, the ones that panned out were Woodson and Timmy, right? Who else? Right?
Marcus Allen.
Marcus. Well. See, I didn't know that because he's a USC. I didn't know him in the Trojans.
There you go.
Plunkett for sure. See, Plunkett was the man. Yeah. D'Angelo Hall got burned. Yeah. Oh shit, we've been going on for 2 hours. My bad, fellas. So like I said, overall, no, we haven't, and we know we haven't drafted well, and that's what has to change. See, people like to blame certain players, but part of why we've sucked for so many years is that right there. The fact that we can't draft well. That's how these teams get built. You know what I'm saying? You build your teams through the draft, and then you bring in free agents, you bring in role players to do this, to do that, shit like that. But we've been missing on drafts for so long, like Jesus
a long time.
Christ. That's why I was so happy this year that the first three actually hit. And I was mad when we drafted Glaze. I didn't want Glaze.
Yeah.
I wanted a corner or a running back in the third round. Yep. The center from USC. Oh, that our center. That's who it was. Jeff, I was going to tell you about that. The guy you told me about that I remembered. Mosbar?
Oh, Don Mosbar.
That's who we drafted. Yeah. 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 And the Steelers took this one defensive dude, huge guy, and they were gonna get Marino because he's from Pittsburgh, but he ended up getting in a car accident. Yeah, dude.
Well, we had the 20. I'm looking at it right now. We had the 26th pick that
yeah,
draft.
we were in the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, Marino was picked right after us.
Wow.
Look at these are the names that were picked after we took Mosbar. Marino, Darrell Green.
Darrell Green was another one.
Wow.
Yep. Henry Ellard, another great wide receiver from back then. Leonard Marshall from the Giants. Darryl Talley.
Leonard Marshall was one of them too.
Yep.
He's the one that messed up Joe Montana.
Roger Craig.
Oh, for the Niners.
Yep. And then we picked Bill Pickel with our second round pick.
I like Bill Pickel.
Yeah.
This I didn't know. I saw this one. I saw the documentary. Maybe you remember. But the Raiders tried to trade for Elway for Howie Long in the second rounder, and the NFL blocked it. At this time was the big lawsuit between what was the commissioner's name?
Pete Rozelle.
Pete Rozelle.
Yeah,
Al
Rozelle.
Davis. Yeah. So they talked about that in that special. Yeah. About how we were going to trade for Elway, and the commissioner blocked it.
That's right.
Because even the agent for Elway, he's the one that brought it up. Yeah. He's like, I thought he was going to go to Los Angeles and this and that. He's a California kid and da-da-da-da. And then out of nowhere, it didn't happen. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
these are the picks for the first round, right? So John Elway was drafted by the Baltimore
back.
Colts, number 1,
Yeah.
followed by Eric Dickerson,
Great
Jeez.
pick. Yeah.
Kurt Warner,
The
The
running back?
Yeah.
The running
yeah. You always gotta say the running back. People are
Yeah.
like, wait.
Yep. Then the next quarterback that was taken was Todd Blackledge for the Chiefs. God, I
Chiefs.
remember him.
Mhm.
Bruce Matthews, awesome,
Awesome, legendary offensive lineman. Yeah.
Yep. And then Jim Kelly went at number 14 to the Bills. Tony Eason went to the Patriots at quarterback. Willie Gault went to the Bears.
Eason was good, but he was fragile, right? He would
Yeah,
always get hurt. Yeah. Mhm.
yeah. The Patriots fucked up on that. They could have had Marino.
Yeah.
Willie.
Willie Gault.
Oh, Ken O'Brien went to those were the 2 worst quarterbacks.
Ken O'Brien
Ken
was the other
O'Brien
one.
and Tony Eason.
He went
So
to the Jets, right?
The Jets and the Patriots both picked those 2 quarterbacks instead of taking Marino. They both had a shot at Marino.
And Marino, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, there are a lot of Hall of Famers that came out of this class. Holy
What was the
crap.
guy's name that went Pittsburgh pick? Something Rivera?
Pittsburgh. Where are you? Where did you guys pick? Gabriel Rivera was who they
Rivera.
picked first round. Yeah, he didn't do much of anything.
No, because he got hurt. He got in a car accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got in a car accident. Yeah.
Defensive tackle.
Yeah. Marino in LA, how lovely that man. If we would have had Marino,
We probably would be the Irwindale Raiders right now.
I know, right? Irwindale Raiders.
I remember that. I drove my bike through that big ass hole all the time, bro.
I live like 5 minutes down the road from Irwindale. I could be there in like 2 seconds.
You could have the tailgate. You could have a tailgate party at your house and then walk to the stadium.
Yeah,
to watch the
I
game.
could have back then.
I don't know about that close, but
I could have rode my bike there. I know that much. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. Oh, best defensive lineman ever.
For you. Yeah. I know you said because next week for our show we're gonna have to do the same thing, be it on Thursday, unless we still want to do it Wednesday night.
That's New Year's Day.
It's New Year's Day. I mean, it's not as big of a holiday. New Year's
Notre
Day
Dame plays 5:30
on what?
New Year's Day.
New Year's Day.
Yeah.
So what? It's just another football game. Who gives a shit?
His face.
His face froze for a second too. Like,
yeah, it froze. Yeah.
It was perfect, bro.
All right, so we'll probably do it Thursday next week again. Then
yeah, we'll do it Thursday again. Yeah, for sure.
I know last week we did the letters to Santa. You said you were going to do New Year's resolutions. Are we going to do that today, or we want?
Yeah, we'll do that next week.
Okay.
All right.
Good. Can then we do like a little show and tell on what everybody got from Santa Claus for Christmas for Raider
right
gear?
now? You have it, sure.
If you have it,
you wear it?
No.
Are you gonna wear it?
I'm just checking before we do all
Yeah, you
this.
gotta wear it, bro. What the fuck?
I'm not putting that thing on.
This is what I got. This right here, silver and black pride hoodie. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't have all my stuff. Well, I guess we can do it next week, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta be prepared.
I got my stuff put up top up there.
Well, you can see mine right here.
What is it? Oh, that sign, right?
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's what he showed us. Yeah,
that looks good back there, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta ask whoever got that for you, not to tell you how much because you don't want to know, but to let me know where to get one because I need to get one.
Okay, bet for sure.
Because I've been trying to find one, but there's so many fake pages on Facebook.
Yeah,
I don't know which one. Yeah. So I was gonna ask about this. He brought up a good one. The best D line ever, right? Raiders 83, Picard, Johnson, Long, Townsend. Backup was Alzado. They made a 30 for 30 for the New York Sack Exchange. So apparently the Jets D line, that was the best ever. And I was like, wait, wasn't the Raider one better than that one?
The Jets one was pretty badass.
It was, by the way. I saw that documentary. Yeah.
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 Joe Klecko and Mark Gastineau.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I mean, maybe it's a little bit of Raider bias, but I only knew Mark Gastineau, to be honest.
Yeah, I knew Mark. I knew McClesko. I knew him. He was crazy. Yeah. Yeah. I remember that. I forgot they were called the New York Sack Exchange. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah,
Pretty clever.
that defense was pretty damn good for the Jets back then.
Yeah.
And I only know it because, you know, when they would play the Patriots, you would hear it all the time about how they just owned them. And again, you know, it's the next biggest market from where I live is New York. So it's
New
like
York,
Giants, Jets were always on around here back then.
Yeah.
I had no choice but to watch them. I didn't get a chance to watch the Raiders much back then, except for Monday nights when we were God.
Oh, when Oakland was automatic. That's what my old Master Chief used to tell me. Yeah. He's like, that's when Oakland was automatic.
Oh, Jack, you can't mess with the 76 team. I mean, it is just
that team's considered like one of the best teams ever when they did the whole
not even like for granted, it's a top Raiders team, but it's easily in the top 3 to 5.
No, I mean, so I mean, even all time teams, that's considered one of the best all time teams. That 76 team, It would have been more if we didn't fucking run into Pittsburgh and immaculate deception and shit like that.
It's incomplete,
right?
Oh yeah, can't hit off Jack Tatum. That's incomplete.
Yeah. What did you get, Jay, for Christmas?
Oh, I got a few little items here.
Oh, you got a few. My bad. Somebody had a good Christmas.
I know,
bro.
Yeah, a clock.
Bottle cap.
Nice.
Was that a bottle cap? That's sick.
It's a bottle cap. Yeah.
The hell kind of drink did that come with?
And I got a shot glass. Oh, I don't know where the fuck it's at. Yeah, well, it's right.
My girl ordered me the Born Raised gear, but it doesn't come until next month. Yeah.
Born and Raised is sick.
She got me the shirt and the hoodie. I was like,
I got one of those desk pads, like a giant mouse pad.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. I?
Dude, the thing's like 30-something inches long by like 15 inches wide. So it covers
ergonomic pad for your desk. Yeah,
it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, I got one for my work.
But then my son-in-law and my daughter got me this for Christmas. It's the floating, rotating helmet.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh, okay.
I figure out where I'm gonna put it on my desk. And then there's a tradition that has been going on since I was a kid. Is every year my mother gets me something Raiders. It never fails. She always gets me. She's the only one that gets me something every year that's going to be Raiders. So she had these photos, and she sent it through.
Oh, that's cool.
Dope.
Through Shutterfly. So she had it made up, so it's got like a little sticky thing on the back. So I got to try and hang that up somewhere.
That's dope.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I got a pair of Raider shorts. What else did I get? Raiders. I think that might have been
shit
it.
over here.
He said, I sent OG Daniels a signed letter. Lester Hayes card for Christmas.
That's sick. Oh, shot glass. That's dope too.
Shot glass. Good key. A bottle opener.
I have the Modelo one thinking about.
Lunch bag from the wifey.
Yeah, lunch. You work from home. What do you need a lunch bill for?
I don't work from home all the time.
We can go to the kitchen, fill the bag up, and not have to make
all the time.
Saves them on making more than one trip.
Right?
Saves me on daycare.
All right, fellas. Oh, it was cool chatting up with you, Jack. Thank you for bringing up old painful memories. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Fabian Washington, thanks.
Right, Fabian Washington. Yes. But appreciate you, fellas. Good show. I will see y'all next week. And I believe Turf is gonna do the show on Friday. So if y'all want to roll through, and just come through, come do that stuff. Yes, I don't know if you guys want to share. When do you guys? Oh, today would be the day you guys do coast to coast. My bad.
Yeah. No, it's all good. I mean, yesterday was Christmas. Like it didn't,
Okay.
Yeah, these next 2 weeks are going to be a toss up. So
modified schedule, right? Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
all right.
Next week, I don't know.
I do a weekend show.
Figure out what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, fellas. Take it easy. Have a good weekend.
All right.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, everyone. Merry Christmas.
Merry New Year.
Christmas.
Just win, baby.
Look, check it out. All black with a hoodie, snapback with a snap on. Long white socks, me mugging like I'm King Kong. With them all black Chuck Taylors. West side and this bitch yelling Raiders. Thuggin', cause we know with it. Motherfuckers like y'all suck, but we don't give a fuck, nigga. We deal with it. Y'all jacking, getting nigga fucked up with the quickness. Parking lot squabbles, giving nigga the business. Shh, quiet, the fuck you mean? We yelling Raiders, bitch. Like fuck your team, you wanna talk your shit. Get sad like Scream Stadium, take off, nigga. Homicide scene. Oakland to LA, LA to Oakland, Las Vegas, Sin City, steady smoking. Raiders looking to get another ring like fuck y'all haters, nigga. Y'all know I mean. We yelling Raiders, bitch. Y'all know what's up, like Raiders, bitch. With it, two niggas up like Raiders, bitch. I show no love like Raiders, bitch. Nigga, we don't give a fuck. Raiders, bitch. Y'all know what's up, like Raiders, bitch. With it, two niggas up like Raiders, bitch. I show no love like Raiders, bitch. Nigga, we don't give a fuck. What's up?